Hello and welcome to Yoga with Layla. So we are going to start in standing and we will be using a chair in a moment. So come and stand with your feet about hip distance and notice how they want to stand. Are they parallel? Are they, are the toes out a bit? Is your weight more in the heels, more at the front of the feet? Is your weight more on the outer edges or the inside edges? And without any judgment, we're just checking in on the baseline before we start. How does your posture feel? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel energetic? Do you feel open at the front? Do you feel comfortable most of all? And as if you would be able to stay like this for some time. We're going to also check in with the breathing. So noticing how full a breath you're taking, whether it's more towards the top of the chest, the bottom of the chest. Is there any movement in the belly and the ribs? And let's also stand on one foot, stand on the other foot. Take a few jumps if that's okay with your knees. And just looking at flexibility, move your arm and notice how easy, how flexible, how smooth is the movement. And then let's come to the chair for a bit of foot massage. So we're going to, first of all, just give the foot a rub. And then taking hold of so you can have your foot resting on your knee, you can hold it like this. We're going to take hold of the heel and move the heel around. So try to relax your foot as much as possible. And then move the heel up and down. And then in circles. And then take hold of the top of the foot. And we're going to twist and twist. And maybe hold the heel and twist against the heel as well. And then we're going to follow the bone. So the metatarsals here, you can feel that there's a big one going from the big toe to about the middle or the top of the arch. And yeah, just get those fingers in there, just pressing, and then go down to the next metatarsal, or between the next two. And then the next two. Now we're going to widen sort of the top of the foot and then widen the sole of the foot. So we're sort of bending or doing a sort of bending action to the foot. And then now let's go to the big toe. So we're pulling the big toe and pushing. And then we're going to pull and twist, pull and twist. Pull, twist, and bend. Pull, twist, bend. Make a bit of pull the two toes apart and then go to the second toe. Now, pull and push. Pull, twist, bend. Pull, twist, bend. And then open up between the toes. And then the third toe, pull and twist, a pull and then push. So when you push, we're sort of pressing against those joints. So all your toes, apart from the big toe, have two joints in them. The big toe only has one. Let's open up between the third and fourth toes and then pull the fourth toe and push, pull, twist, pull, twist, pull, twist, bend, pull, twist, bend, and then go and open up between the next two toes. And now we're on the last toe. Pull the toe and push, pull, twist to either side, pull, twist and bend, pull, twist and bend. Let's give the foot a rub, and then let's come to stand, and we're going to just compare how the feet feel and how they are on the floor. And there really is quite a difference, isn't there? This foot is warmer, it's wider, it's taking the weight more evenly. Let's go to the next foot. So start by just rubbing, getting the blood moving, and then take hold of the heel. Move the heel in all directions, side to side, and circle. Round the other way. Hold the ankle and the top of the foot and twist. Hold the heel and the top of the foot and twist. And then let's go to the metatarsal, so the long bones, getting the fingers from the top and the bottom. And we're sort of feeling between and pressing. Now let's open up between the big toe and the second toe. And, oh no, sorry, we're going to the, let's do the metatarsals first. So along the next, between the next two metatarsals. And then go to the next, between the next two. Breathing the whole time. And then the last. And then we do this thing of bending the foot. And then the other way. And again. And then let's go to the big toe. So widening between the toes. Take hold of the big toe. Pull and push. Pull, twist, pull, twist. Pull, twist, and bend. Pull, twist, and bend. And you can see how there is just one joint, apart from, of course, the joint between the toe and the metatarsal, because the toe has two bones, whereas all the other toes have three. Now let's pull the second toe, push, pull and twist, pull and twist, pull, twist, bend, pull, twist, and bend. And then let's pull the two toes apart. And if at any time your knee doesn't feel comfortable, or if you need to sort of change position, please do so. So now the third toe, pulling, pushing, pull and twist in both directions, pull, twist and bend in both directions. And then again, pull the toes apart. And the fourth toe, pull and push. And then pull, twist, bend, pull, twist, and then pull, twist, bend. And then widening the toes. And then the last toe, pulling, pushing, pull and twist, pull and twist. Pull, twist, bend, pull, twist, bend. Quick rub. And then let's come to standing once more. And how do you feel in standing? I feel completely different to a few minutes ago. I feel like not just my feet, but my legs have changed shape, position. I don't know. Somehow it feels very different. The weight is evened out. I feel like I'm standing taller. I'm less heavy. I'm breathing much better. And I feel more energetic. So we're going to take the chair and let's come towards the front of the chair. 90-degree angles at the ankles and the knees. And let's rock the pelvis back and forward and soften around the eyes so you're not looking at anything in particular, so that your head can also move as the pelvis tips forward and back. And the rest of the spine responds to this movement. And next time you come forward, straighten up, come to center. Let's bring the arms down. Circle the arms up as you lift the chest. Let the shoulders be nice and heavy. Pull the belly in, nice long spine. Head goes towards the knees. Now flatten the back and lengthen through the crown of the head. Arms come down next to you, and then we lift up. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, around the back. Inhale, fold. Exhale. And of course, you don't have to follow the cues for the breath. Just keep breathing. Make sure you're breathing out as well as in. We'll do one more round. Rounding the back. Bringing the head towards the knees. Lengthen through the spine, flat back. Lift up. And then we're going to take the right leg out to the side. So as much as possible, a right angle between the knees, keeping the feet under the knees, the ankles under the knees. Right elbow onto right thigh, left arm reaches up. Side bending. And then bring the left hand to the side of the chair. Side bending to the left. Right arm comes onto the elbow. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Now circle the arm down towards the floor. Back up to the ceiling. Over to the other side. Now we're going to bring in a bit of a rhythm. So we're going to do the arm circle down slowly. And then the side bend to the left fast. Nice and slow. And fast. When I say fast, I mean sort of with a rhythm. So we're using the fascia and the elasticity of the body. And then let's bring both feet in front. Knees at about hip distance. Circle the arms up, lift the chest. Pull the belly in round the back. Fold. Lengthen the spine. Shift up. Palms face up as the arms come up. Pull the belly in. Face soft. Flat back. And come up. Last one. Shoulders relaxed. Folding. Reaching the crown of the head forwards. And then coming up to be upright. And now let's come to have the left knee out to the side. Again, as much as possible, a 90-degree angle. Left elbow onto left thigh. Right arm comes over. And then let's go to the other side. Side bend to the right. Reach the right arm up. Circle it down towards the floor. Back overhead. And let's start this rhythm. Nice, slow movement, smooth as possible. And then an elastic movement to the right. Slow it down to the left. And we finish off with a side bend to the left. And then we finish off with another 3 of this sequence, lifting the chest as you take the arms up. Pull the belly in round the back, head towards the knees. Lengthen through the spine, flat back, and lift up. Keep going. Last time, circle the arms up. Lift the chest. Pull the belly in round the back. Fold. Lengthen through the spine. And then lift up. So while we're here, let's have a look at sit to stand. So we're at the front of the chair and we take the heels as back as possible, leaning forward and pushing the weight into the feet to come up. As you come down, slow it down and come down in slow motion. And then as you come up, we come up fast. Reach back and slow down and lift up. Actually, as you come up next, you could just check your knees and see if as you come up, your knees wobble at all and go to either side, or whether they can stay centered in this movement. Breathing, and we'll do 5 more. You can also look towards where you're going.